Hello and welcome to our celebration Golden Book Assembly. This is where we hear about the fantastic things that have happened at home and at school this week. I'll start with lighting down a candle. And then we'll look to see who is in the Golden Book. I'm going to start with a message from Mrs. Gatenby, because each week Mrs. Gatenby sets eco challenges for children and she picks one award winner each week for someone who has done really well with those challenges. And this week the Eco Award goes to Connie in Year 3 for her fabulous animal creation. Her cuddle monster was beautifully drawn and she'd shown the features that it had to help it survive. So well done, Connie. I'm so pleased that so many children are taking part in those challenges. Environmental awareness is something that's really important to us. So keep being great eco warriors and keep up with your challenges. Well done. Now, if you have shown great attitudes or done great learning this week, your name might be in the Golden Book. And I'm going to start off in reception this week. And this week, Ellery and Robin are in the Golden Book. Ellery, you're working so hard with your maths at the moment. You've been showing some really confident counting and working out the totals of amounts all together. You are great at taking part in the practical maths activities and you give great explanations to your mathematical thinking. Your work is fantastic and you always seem to think of new and interesting ways to display your learning. You join in brilliantly with all of our live sessions and you bring a real smile to everyone's face each week. Keep working hard. You are doing an amazing job. Robin, you have completed every task that's been set since the beginning of remote learning, and this isn't an easy thing to do. You are taking each additional task that's been set and you are giving everything 100%. You are really enjoying your numbers at the moment and working well with one more and one less. We are really impressed that you can also work out two more or less. You explain your mathematical thinking well and we like the way that you use practical equipment to support your learning. Your storytelling of the Three Little Pigs is so expressive and you remember all of the words and actions. Keep up with all that you're doing and keep reaching for those challenges. You are wonderful. Really well done to both of you in reception. On to Year 1 now, and Eva and Molly are in the Golden Book this week. Well done, Eva, for another fantastic week. You always work so hard and give every activity 100%. You are also so kind and thoughtful to everyone that you work with. What more could we ask for? Keep being amazing. Wow, Molly, you have amazed us with your home learning this week. You've made some fantastic videos explaining your learning that show how confident you are. We can see why you're making such good progress in all your work. Keep it up, Molly. You are a superstar. Brilliant to hear. Well done, both of you in Year 1. On to our Super 2s now, and in Year 2 in the Golden Book this week are Blossom and Harry. Blossom's been working really hard this week. She's been tackling her tasks with determination and we've seen her produce some amazing work. She's concentrated well and this has helped her to understand what is expected of her. Well done, Blossom. Your superpower is being able to focus. Keep looking up and aiming high. You are doing so well. Harry is doing really well with his remote learning. We've noticed he's working hard to meet the objectives given and he's really putting a lot of effort in. He's persevering with challenging tasks and producing some high quality work. Harry joins in with everything and participates and contributes to a range of lessons. Harry, your superpower is your perseverance. Keep it up, please. Well done, both of our Super 2s. On now to Year 3. And in Year 3 this week, Holly and Lily are in the Golden Book. Holly, we've chosen you to be in the Golden Book this week because whether you are at home or at school, we think you are fabulous. We know that you've been working hard on your maths work and sticking to challenging tasks. We were also wowed by the wanted poster you designed to help capture Mr. Fox. Your illustration of Mr. Fox is fantastic, and the poster does everything an effective wanted poster should. Your description of Mr. Fox's appearance and his crime give very specific details. We love how you used a simile to describe his speed too. Well done, Molly. Keep working hard. And you are working as hard at home as you would in school, Lily, which is very impressive. We can see you are putting so much time and effort into all your learning, and you're producing work of a very high standard. Your diary entry from the viewpoint of Mrs. Fox is so detailed. The descriptive vocabulary that you've used has really impressed us, Lily. The closing line, "I was blessed and delighted that at last we were going to eat like kings and queens," demonstrates the strength of your inference skills and that you have empathized with Mrs. Fox superbly. Keep looking up and aiming high, Lily. Wow, that's fabulous, and I do like good writing, so really well done to our Year 3s. In Year 4, the Year 4s have continued to impress us this week with their creativity, enthusiasm and determination, so well done to everyone. But in the Golden Book this week are William and Evie. William and Evie, you are both in the Golden Book this week for your newspaper report writing. You were tasked with becoming roving reporters and had to write a newspaper article about the devastation left by the Iron Man. It was a tricky task, as you had to include direct quotes from eyewitnesses and punctuate these accurately. You also had to get the tone of the article just right, so it was a report rather than a story. It was clear that you'd followed the instructions really carefully, and this resulted in fabulous work. Perhaps Year 4 have 2 budding journalists in the making. Well done. Absolutely right. You know I like writing, and that's one of the things that you can do with writing. It can lead you to do great things in your career. So watch out, we may have reporters in our midst. Well done to Year 4s. Great to hear about the great learning you're doing. In Year 5 this week, Romy and Layla are in the Golden Book. As usual, Year 5s have been impressing us this week with all their hard work and determination. 2 children stood out in particular. Those were Romy and Layla. Romy, you have produced fantastic, high-quality work recently. You always manage to blow us away with your creativity. Layla, you're showing such maturity and independence in your distance learning. It's great to hear about how organised and diligent you remain, even at home. Keep up the great work, girls. Fantastic to hear. Finally, into Year 6, Sophie, William and Bryony are in the Golden Book. Firstly, a well done to our fantastic Year 6s who've produced some brilliant work this week. We are very proud of you. Sophie, you've been working amazingly these last few weeks in our live lessons. Your answers in one of our live general knowledge quizzes was excellent. You were like a machine, churning out correct answers. On the back of this success, you volunteered to host our first pupil-led quiz, which was a brilliant success. Then, in our English and arts lesson, you volunteered to rap with no preparation time whatsoever. Well done, Sophie. Keep aiming high. William J., you have a super attitude to learning. You can always be relied upon to work at your very best, and you've been consistent throughout remote learning. You ensure you complete every task to the very best of your ability and are producing work of a very high standard, often going above and beyond the expectations. We're very proud of your can-do attitude and for giving everything a go. Well done, William. Keep it up. And finally, Bryony, even remotely, you consistently represent what our school is all about. You are looking up and aiming high in everything that you do and are an inspiration to all of us. Your work is consistently of a very high standard and you demonstrate a great commitment to your studies. You've submitted your fantastic rainforest rap this week, a week and a day early, and had even created the beat yourself by beatboxing and then rapping over your own beat. Very well done, Bryony. Long may this continue. Wow, that's awesome. Fantastic to hear such great learning, and what a variety of things that our children are doing as well. Well done to all of you who are in the Golden Book. That's everyone for this week. But keep up great learning. Keep showing us a fantastic attitude, and you may be spotted. You might be in the Golden Book next week. We're really, really proud of everything that you're doing. We know it's tough and we know it's hard not seeing your friends, but we love hearing about the things that you're doing. I keep popping into Google Classrooms and seeing some of the great comments, some of the lovely learning that you're putting on there, and I'm really delighted. It thrills me to see how well you're doing. So keep it up. It's half term at the end of next term, so we want a really big push from everyone this week. Keep doing your very best. Well done as well if you've taken part in mindfulness activities for Child Mental Health Week this week. I know we've had some fun things that you have been actively involved in. So if you've been doing those, really well done. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you managed to find time to take time and space for yourself, and that you found that helpful. So whatever you've done this week, just pause for a moment and think about that. Take some time to reflect on all the successes that you've had and maybe things that you might want to improve next week. And we'll finish by saying our school prayer. So put your hands together and close your eyes and join in with me by saying, "This is our school, a place where we learn and always do our best. Help us to remember to love and care for everyone here, to help, to comfort, to be a friend. Amen." Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. Keep up. Have a great week next week, and I'll see you all soon.